Colleagues, we should start. So the sitting is resumed. We start with a few points. The Patriots Group has notified the President of decisions relating to changes to appointments within committees. These decisions will be set out in the minutes of today's sitting and take effect on the date of this announcement. I would like to inform the House that I have received several requests for point of order, and we'll start with Ms. Sabine Verheyen.
Liebe Kolleginnen und Kollegen, bevor wir heute beginnen, möchte ich um einen Moment Ihrer Zeit bitten, um unserer ehemaligen Kollegin Petra Kammer-Evert zu gedenken, die am Wochenende nach schwerer Krankheit viel zu jung im Alter von 59 Jahren verstorben ist. Petra war eine langjährige geschätzte Kollegin und ehemalige Vorsitzende des Kulturausschusses, und sie wird uns als leidenschaftliche Verfechterin für Kultur, Bildung und Medienfreiheit in Europa in Erinnerung bleiben. Sie hat sich über Parteigrenzen hinweg für kulturellen Zusammenhalt in Europa und Gerechtigkeit stark gemacht und die Idee europäischer Identität stets verteidigt. Sie hat ebenfalls hier im Haus entscheidend mitgewirkt in ihrer Arbeit an der AVMD oder auch dem EMFA. Ein Gesetz, das entscheidend für die Schaffung gleicher Wettbewerbsbedingungen und neue audiovisuelle Medien ist und auch die Freiheit von Journalismus in den Vordergrund stellt. Ohne ihren verlässlichen Einsatz wären diese Gesetze sicherlich nicht zustande gekommen. Man konnte sich politisch wunderbar in der Sache mit ihr streiten. Aber auf der menschlichen Ebene ist sie einem immer mit großem Respekt und Wärme begegnet. Das kommt leider in der Politik viel zu selten vor. Ich werde im Auftrag der Präsidentin das Parlament bei ihrer Beisetzung vertreten. Und ich bitte darum, dass wir einen kurzen Augenblick innehalten, um Petra Kammer-Evert zu gedenken. Vielen Dank.
Petra was a wonderful colleague, and sincere condolences to her family. So, the other point of order from Ms. Marion Maréchal.
Chers collègues, j'interviens sur le fondement de l'article 10 du règlement intérieur. Hier, sur ses réseaux sociaux, Rima Hassan jubilait devant les images des exécutions sommaires de civils commises à Gaza par les terroristes du Hamas. Son commentaire satisfait et glaçant, one by one, résonne comme une véritable incitation au meurtre. Cette gauche dévoile là son vrai visage, celui du soutien à un islamisme sanguinaire qui se drape dans les habits de la justice. Ne vous y trompez pas, dans l'esprit de Rima Hassan et de ses amis des frères musulmans, ce one by one ne s'adresse pas seulement aux supposés traîtres gazaouis, mais à tous ceux qui se dressent face au projet djihadiste de cette organisation. Il désigne tous ceux que les islamistes veulent combattre, les juifs, les chrétiens, les immigrés assimilés et la civilisation européenne, one by one. Madame Hassan, nous avons généreusement accueilli votre famille comme réfugiée. Vous trahissez chaque jour notre générosité en semant la haine et la discorde. Je n'ai qu'une chose à vous dire, partez. Partez et rentrez là où vous vous considérez chez vous. Rejoignez donc ce Hamas que vous aimez tant et goûtez en tant que femme aux délices amers d'être une femme au milieu des islamistes. Et à défaut, au moins...
Please respect the timing. The procedures are well known by everyone, including the timing. The next point of order from Ms. Loiseau.
Monsieur le Président, je voudrais faire un rappel au règlement en vertu de l'article 10 et de l'article 183 de notre règlement. Ces articles précisent qu'un député européen doit préserver la dignité du Parlement, ne pas porter atteinte à sa réputation et qu'il peut être sanctionné s'il manque à ses obligations. Nous savions que notre collègue Rima Hassan n'avait montré aucune compassion pour les victimes du pogrom du 7 octobre. Nous découvrons désormais qu'elle fait l'apologie des exactions commises par le Hamas contre des Palestiniens dans la bande de Gaza. On aurait pu espérer que son groupe politique la sanctionne, mais je crains que cet espoir soit vain. Je vous demande donc, Monsieur le Président, de veiller à la dignité de notre Parlement et de prendre les mesures qui s'imposent. Je vous remercie.
And the last request for a point of order from Ms. Incir. Ms. Incir.
Mr. President, I am asking for the floor in accordance with the rule 10.1, 10.2, 10.3 and 10.4. During the debate on Gaza, Patriot MEP Anders Vistisen was throwing out lies and accusations that I am a Hamas apologist. I have had enough. Demanding an end to the genocide is standing up for international law. Unlike him, I can actually condemn Israeli far-right government's war crimes and Hamas war crimes. You know, you need to have two cells in your brain and make them function at the same time. If anything, he's making himself Hamas's and Israeli far-right government's useful idiot. Mr. President, slander is not a political opinion. Lies are not a political opinion, and his ways of debating doesn't even fit in a playground. And I therefore call for actions according to the rule 182.
So we take note of the point of orders, and we now come to the votes. So the first vote. Request by the ENVI Committee for urgent decision concerning the dates of application and transitional provisions for chemical products. So vote for urgent decision. Who is in favour? Who is against? Abstentions? Approved. So the request for urgent decision is approved. The vote will be on the Thursday, 23rd of October. The deadline will be as follows. Amendments by Wednesday, 22nd of October at 1 o'clock, split and separate votes, Wednesday, 22 of October at 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Second vote, Parliament's calendar of part sessions 2027, November 11 and 12. Original text by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. The proposal by the Conference of Presidents is therefore approved. Report by Mr. Matteo Ricci on the union-wide effect of certain driving disqualifications. I give the floor to the rapporteur for 2 minutes. Mr. Ricci.
Thank you, President. I will speak Italian. Oggi facciamo un passo importante per la sicurezza delle nostre strade, adottando gli ultimi 2 provvedimenti di un pacchetto che vuole proteggere davvero chi guida e vuole proteggere i pedoni. Nel 2024 abbiamo avuto ancora quasi 20.000 vittime per incidenti stradali, un numero troppo alto che dobbiamo assolutamente ridurre. Questa nuova direttiva arriva dopo quasi 60 anni e finalmente mette ordine nelle regole sul ritiro delle patenti in tutta Europa. Oggi infatti chi commette un'infrazione grave in un paese diverso da quello che ha rilasciato la patente spesso rimane impunito in gran parte dell'Unione Europea. Ben il 40% di queste infrazioni transfrontaliere restava senza conseguenze serie. Con le nuove norme invece chi perde la patente in un paese europeo per un'infrazione grave non potrà più guidare in nessun altro Stato membro. La decisione di sospensione o ritiro della patente sarà riconosciuta e applicata ovunque in Europa. Voglio ringraziare l'onorevole Paulus e tutti gli shadow rapporteur che hanno lavorato con impegno e spirito di collaborazione. Questo pacchetto non è solo un insieme di regole, è un impegno concreto per rendere le nostre strade più sicure, specialmente per chi abbiamo più a cuore, i nostri figli. Grazie.
Thank you, Mr. Ricci. I have received no amendments or motions to reject the Council position. The European Parliament has concluded its second reading and the legislative act has been adopted. We move to the report by Ms. Jutta Paulus on driving licenses. I have received no amendment or motions to reject the Council position. The European Parliament has concluded its second reading and the legislative act has been adopted. The next report, the report by Mr. Dimitris Tsiodras on a common data platform on chemicals, establishing a monitoring and outlook framework for chemicals. So we move to the vote on the provisional agreement, amendment 162 by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Adopted. The first reading of Parliament is closed. Again, report by Mr. Dimitris Theodras on the reattribution of scientific and technical tasks to the European Chemical Agency. Again, we vote on the provisional agreement, Amendment 20, by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Adopted. The first reading of Parliament is again closed. Report by Mr. Dimitris Theodras on the reattribution of scientific and technical tasks in improving cooperation among Union agencies in the area of chemicals. We vote on the provisional agreement, Amendment 20, by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Adopted. The first reading of Parliament is closed. We move to the report by Ms. Margeta Gregorova on the General Data Protection Regulation. We vote on the provisional agreement, Amendment 215. By roll call vote, the vote is open. The vote is closed. Adopted. The first reading of Parliament is closed. A report by Mr. Laurent Vince and Charles Goerens on the statute and funding of European political parties and European political foundations. Proposal to vote on amendment to the draft legislative act. Procedural vote. In favour? We vote by show of hands. So in favour? Against? Abstentions? Rejected. So then we vote on the provisional agreement, Amendment 146, by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Adopted. The first reading of Parliament is closed. Report by Ms. Emma Wischner and Monsieur Eric Sargiamo on the monitoring framework for resilient European forests. I give the floor to the two rapporteurs for 1 minute each. Ms. Wischner, you have the floor for 1 minute. Your mic, please. Your mic. You should open your mic.
Today, our national forest monitoring system speaks different languages. With this law, we had an opportunity to build a system that would be able to translate those languages into a common European one, a language that could help us understand why forest fire grow more common, why bark beetle attacks become more severe, to help and assist our forest owners. The Commission proposal was not perfect, but this was a perfect opportunity to guarantee the involvement of the Member States, to put the Member State authorities in the centre and to ensure true subsidiarity in the fields of forest, values that many of you in this side of the House say that you cherish. But I will warn you, because if this law is rejected, information will still be used, but without the right safeguards, without any way for the Member States to ensure that the data is used correct. Don't distrust information, colleagues. Don't make this vote a lost opportunity to strengthen the Member States' role in forestry-related policies. Thank you.
I now give the floor to Mr. Giacomo. Also for 1 minute.
Monsieur le Président, chers collègues, chère Emma, depuis plusieurs mois, nous avons travaillé sans relâche pour chercher la voie du compromis, pour faire avancer ce texte éminemment perfectible. Dans un contexte où la pression sur nos forêts n'a jamais été aussi forte, nous pensions y arriver. Nous pensions y arriver tant les forêts sont une partie de la solution pour les défis que nous devons de relever, aussi bien environnementaux que économiques. Le vote du rejet en commission est un échec. Le nôtre comme rapporteur, mais surtout celui de notre Assemblée, incapable de construire une position de compromis équilibrée pour négocier avec le Conseil et la Commission. En somme, nous avons décidé collectivement de renoncer à notre rôle de législateur. Nos collègues du PPE ont préféré la compromission plutôt que le compromis. Je n'ose espérer un sursaut en fidélité à leur long héritage politique. Allez à Jacques Taès, maintenant votons. Merci.
So now we move to the vote. We vote on the proposal to reject the Commission's proposal. So we vote on the rejection by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. So adopted. So the proposal for rejection is adopted. I would like to ask the Commission to withdraw the draft legislative act. I give the floor to the Commission. Commissioner Kos.
President, honourable members, I wish to thank to all of you and this House, in particular the co-rapporteurs, for their work on this proposal. The Commission takes good note of this vote. As you know, the Commission has already expressed its position and concerns on the Council general approach on this file. I will immediately report back to the college so that the Commission can take appropriate action in light of the positions of both co-legislators. The European Parliament and Council will be informed about the next steps of this file. Thank you.
So based on the intervention of the Commissioner, the Commission maintains its proposal. So Mr. Sargiacomo has asked the floor. Mr. Sargiacomo, the floor is yours.
Oui, Monsieur le Président, nous prenons acte de ce vote de rejet et avec ma co-rapporteure sur la base de l'article 60, nous demandons de renvoyer le texte à la commission compétente pour réexamen en attendant la réponse de la Commission. Merci.
So then we vote on the referral back by show of hands. Who's in favour? Who's against? We will check by roll call. So the vote is open. We check. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Which one? So the referral back is rejected. The first reading of Parliament is concluded. We move to the next item on the agenda, report by Ms. Emma Wiesner and Mr. Pekka Toveri on the Standing Forest and Forestry Expert Group. I give the floor to the two rapporteurs for 1 minute each. Ms. Wiesner, you have the floor for 1 minute.
Skogarna erbjuder rekreation, de lagrar koldioxid, skyddar den biologiska mångfalden och möjliggör för landsbygdssamhällen att leva och utvecklas. Nationella experter är de som känner skogarna bäst och måste stå i centrum för EU:s politik som påverkar skogarna. Eftersom de skiljer sig och förutsättningarna skiljer sig åt från Lappland till Alperna, mellan Finland och Spanien, så är det just den här lokala expertisen som är helt avgörande. I årtionden har den ständiga skogskommittén fungerat som en viktig länk mellan medlemsstaterna och EU-kommissionen. Och när vi nu moderniserar den så måste vi säkerställa att det här samarbetet och andan av samarbete lever vidare. Och jag hoppas därför att ni kommer stödja det här förslaget och rösta för att behålla och bevara det här viktiga samarbetet som sätter lokal expertis och nationella experter i centrum för EU:s arbete och EU:s skogspolitik. Tack!
I now give the floor to Mr. Toveri also for 1 minute.
Mr. President, dear colleagues, the report we are voting on today updates the decision establishing the Standing Forestry Committee. For decades, this forum has ensured that the Member States' knowledge and experience are taken into account in EU policy making. Throughout these negotiations, our goal has been to update what is necessary while focusing on the most important point. We need cooperation between the Member States and the Union, not further centralisation of power in the Commission. Subsidiarity, together with the practical knowledge of our forest owners and professionals, must remain at the core of our decision-making. We have found a balanced compromise that strengthens this cooperation. Even though forests are linked to the several EU policies, their management remains a national competence. The Standing Forestry Committee helps the EU and the Member States work together constructively on these shared objectives. I want to thank the shadow rapporteurs and all colleagues who have worked on this file. Let us keep forest legislation practical, balanced and respectful of national competencies. Therefore, I invite you all to support the report in the final vote. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the two rapporteurs and we move to the vote. We start by a vote on the 13 amendments by the committee responsible. A block vote by show of hands. Who's in favour? Who's against? Abstentions? Adopted. Amendment 7, again, in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. Amendment 20 falls. Amendment 8, who's in favour? Who's against? Abstentions? Adopted. Amendment 18, Amendment 21 fall. We move to Amendment 22 by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 19 by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 17 by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Rejected. We vote now on Amendment 2. Who's in favour? By show of hands. Who's against? Abstentions? Adopted. So now we vote on the Commission proposal by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Adopted. Mr. Toveri has asked the floor. Mr. Toveri, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. In accordance with Rule 60/4, I request that the file be referred back to the committees responsible for interinstitutional negotiations.
We vote on the referral back by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. So, adopted. Yes. The report is referred back to the committees responsible for interinstitutional negotiations in accordance with Rule 60.4. Before the last vote, I would like to remind members who are on the speakers list for the first debate in the afternoon to remain in the chamber. The debate will start immediately after the vote. So, we vote on the report by Mr. David Cormont on a new legislative framework for product that is fit for the digital and sustainable transition. We have a single vote by roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Adopted.